Hello, viewers. This is Sriram here from ShriLearning. I'm very excited today to connect with Yagnil, who cleared PMP very recently. August 14th, he cleared the examination, and he's very excited, happy, cool, composed. Congratulations, Yagnil, for this wonderful achievement.
Yeah, thank you, Sriram. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, I'm sure you're excited. Let's quickly see the certificate. Here we go. And Yagnil, when you got the certificate, I'm sure you felt relieved, relaxed. Did it happen for you?
Yeah. I was, so happy, and I was so relaxed because what happened. Basically that, uh, this, 2 months, right? We were in a rigorous, preparation mode,
That's right.
and you know, uh, like everyone, right? We also have, our office work and family, where we
Exactly.
have to, balance everything. But yeah, finally, we have done it. Yeah, it
Done.
was great. Yeah.
As you rightly said, office and family, it's pretty hard, at the age of 30s and 40s. See, when we are in school and college, it's different. 30s and 40s, sometimes time is not in your control. Either your family asks you something, office, take it for granted, they call you on weekend, or sometime your kids pulling you, or you yourself have some personal laziness sometime, yeah. So
Right.
apart from all these things, getting a certificate, it gets tougher. If not PMP, I would tell it's not super tough, but the surrounding of us make us more tougher. All right, now
Right.
let's. Yeah, good. So I can give a little background. What you do, where you come from.
Right. So, I'm currently working as a, Agile project manager,
Mm-hmm.
uh, 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 and, for one of the leading retail giant in the world. And we are managing a program.
Mm-hmm.
We have about 200 plus people where we are doing a data transformation program for them. So I am responsible for managing one of the teams who have
Okay.
around 14 to 16 people, plus I am the responsible for the sprint planning for all those 14 teams
Got you.
across the program. So I have to ensure that the demand is there for all 14 teams. Each team have equal
Understood.
yeah, equal amount of work, and all those
Perfect.
things basically.
Perfect, Agnew. So, Agnew, already you're doing a management happening there, even though we
Right.
call sprint scrum, but still it's management, right? You manage people, things.
Right.
Yeah, but
Right.
if you're doing already, why you want to learn PMP?
So because Sriram, I think in my perspective, what is the importance of doing a PMP is that, see, whenever we do any kind of, or let's say all of us, right, all of us do lead a project, all of us do manage a team and everything, but we might not get a chance to work on all the areas, right? So let's say basically we will, we will get to know only those aspects in which we are exposed to.
Exactly.
And there are different techniques
Hmm.
which are available in PMP. And there are different areas, right, where basically we are currently not managing, but in future, right, whenever we are asked to or
Understood.
whenever we get an opportunity, right, we should be ready. At least
Got
we
you.
should have that knowledge, so that at least with that knowledge, if we go, right, obviously our experience and basically our our experience basically,
Got
right,
you.
it will definitely improve, and then
Got you.
we can do at least good job there, to start with at least.
Thanks, Agnil. Thanks. It's not for a question only for you. I just put it because the viewers can get an idea why I should do this. I should
Right.
learn more areas in future. Also, it'll be useful. That's a point. Fantastic. Great. Now, quickly, people watching this video, first thing they want to ask, how long it take for you to prepare for this exam? Okay, this is the first question they ask. Then they ask how the exam went on. So the first question, how long it took for you to prepare for this exam?
So what happened, right? I think I've joined June batch. I think if I'm not wrong, it was 4th June, starting from the 4th June, if I'm not wrong. So and then I ordered Rita 11th edition book, because I am not a good fan of reading ebook or something, because I need
Okay.
yeah, the physical book basically. So I have ordered, and I think it came on 11th of June or something. And so basically, I've started, preparation from 12th June. And then I was able to complete the book reading by uh, 15th or 18th of July. I did not remember the
A
date
month?
exactly, but
Yeah, a month you
yeah, a
complete the
month.
book. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, I completed, only Rita 11th edition, because in that, you have agile, areas, covered as well.
Covered in a one
So
book. So you don't need to go
yeah,
to Agile Practice Guide.
agile
You
practice
tell
guide.
that read Rita 10th edition plus Agile Practice Guide. If you combine all
Right,
together, it becomes Rita 11th edition. Okay, nice. 1 month you're done with
right,
the book. Very good.
right, right,
Very
right,
good. Very good. So question answered here is preparation started from June. In July, you're done
right.
with your book. So how long you have to practice questions?
So I practiced, approximately 1 month. So what I used to do was that, but just I'll tell you, right? I eventually did, Agile practice guide, because some of the questions in, Sriram,
Hmm.
which forced me to read that, because some of those techniques and everything,
Uh-huh.
those were not explained in the detailed in the Rita 11th edition.
Oh,
So when I saw that, the couple of questions which were coming, then I thought, okay, no, 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 I have to read Agile practice guide. So I had done that as well. After giving a few marks, I would say 40 to 60 questions, I think 7 to 8 marks, and predominantly the full marks. I
okay.
after I gave 3 marks, I felt that I need to read Agile practice guide, at least, so that at least I have that overall understanding.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice. So you didn't miss that book also. You touched that book
yeah,
also. But now this
yeah.
question comes up, Yagnil, when I talk about book. Many people keep saying that, do I need to read every line in PMBOK book also to clear the exam? So what is your take on that? What you did there?
So I would suggest that we should read at least once, thoroughly,
Hmm.
right? Because the moment you read it, thoroughly, at least you will have some idea, some background, right? The concept,
Yeah.
in your mind. So that will eventually help. But definitely, line by line is not required. But at least the topic, right, which we are reading, I think we should read it very thoroughly. And I did that as well, because for me, what helped me was that I used to get up early around 5:30. So
Okay.
I'm a early bird basically. So uh, so what I found was that at least it worked for me. I'm not sure if it will work for others also, but morning time, right, it's a very peace time, it's very calm. So I was able to literally few of the chapters I was able to complete within a day or so. 5:30 I used to get up, I used to freshen up myself. From 6 to 8 I used to read, right?
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
couple of times I used to cover a chapter in a day or two also.
So this all in
And
Rita book.
yeah, this all in Rita book only. Yeah, no
Anytime you
other.
come to PMBOK also.
No, I did not. I did not. So the only case where I opened the PMBOK book was only in the last week of the exam, where
Oh, okay.
I read the glossary. I just
Understood.
went to the glossary
Understood.
just to,
Okay,
yeah,
if not mostly on the Rita book. Nice to know. So early bird, morning reading, and read continuously for a month you completed, and then went to practice exams. One surprising thing which I see in you is your exam scores are always on the top scale, 90, 80 plus. Uh, I remember the day you messaged me, I got 91%. I was, are you serious? You got 91? You said, yeah, I got 91 in a full exam. I know, wow, man. I think that's a great record. Very rarely people go beyond 70 and you got 90. Now, of course, amazing, great. But the question from the viewer's point, who is watching this in YouTube or some form,
right.
how you answered well so that your scores are always 80 and 90. What technique you want to share with people on reading question or answering question? Any technique?
Right. So, especially, I did, multiple things, right? So, um, if there are questions which are of more than 2 lines, right, I used to read question twice, just to ensure that I did not read, just to ensure that I did not miss the keywords. And keywords, and also sometimes it is very important because the question says that what as a project manager you should do, or what as a product owner you should do. Because I have also seen, I think in my PMP exam also, I think I had seen couple of questions where basically those were targeted to product owner, or as a team member, what you should do. So that because otherwise generally our perspective is that PMP exam, right, it will always ask for project manager, and then we choose the answer which is basically related to the project management, or the scrum master, or things like that. So basically, if the questions were more than 2 lines, I read it twice. I ensured that I did not miss the keyword.
Yeah, read carefully. And also, what I observed with you is understand who is being targeted on the question. Is it a
Right.
product manager or a product owner? Understand the role clearly. I think that is also one of the key point. Can I say like that?
Yes. Absolutely. So on that, I think framework, if I'm not wrong, where they have mentioned the roles and responsibilities of, or that
Okay.
I think they
Okay.
played a great
Okay.
role. Yeah.
Unfortunately, many people, what they do is they read it, but while reading the question, sometimes they miss that portion who is being targeted. So that many times mislead your answer.
Right.
So that's a key point. Now, next question, Agnel. You have a habit of book reading regularly? You are,
Yes. So yeah. I'm means not regularly, I would say, but yeah, I read 1 or 2 books in a 6 to 8 months, probably.
okay, there
Yeah.
you go. There you go. Why I asked
Yeah.
this question is you said in June you started, June 14 you started reading, June 11th,
Yes.
July you completed reading the book.
Right.
Many people are surprised. I can't read one chapter in 3 weeks. This guy completed a whole book in 4 weeks. So people listening to the video, he's a good book reading person. Also, that helped him in exam question reading also, right?
Right.
So
Right.
message here is improve your book reading habit. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, nice. Good to know, Agnel. Now let's little move on the exam part. Whatever you read, whatever you practice, when you go and sit in the exam hall, that's a different day. Okay, that's a new day.
Right.
Uh,
Right.
we have 180 questions. How was your time management in the exam hall?
Right. Um, if I talk about the main exam, right? If you're talking about the main exam, so what? So, I think many things help, right? Basically, I think it is not just one thing. One thing, which means basically, so where it started, right? Obviously, it started with our ShriLearning mock, right? Where basically I first gave 180 question mocks, and I realized that I did not utilize the break timings, effectively.
Hmm.
So when I say effectively, in the sense that I took the first, break after I think 70 or 80 questions,
Ah,
and then and then second break I took around 140 or 150 questions. But then from second walk onwards, I ensured that I take the break accordingly. And what I used to do was that in that break, right? I think I would suggest that everyone to take a break, because what is happening was that and I think that I realized also in one of the mocks was that I think in one of the mocks I think it was first mock, sorry, in the first mock I took the break after 100, or some I think 100 or 120
wow.
questions. So then
Uh,
the last, so that that time when I felt okay, now I have to take a break, I could not, my brain was not working and all, so I took that. But then I realized that it is very important to take a break, because your mind and your brain also needs some time
exactly.
to, yeah. So
Exactly.
what I used to do was that I used to take some fruits, like banana, or orange, and
Nice.
also I used to have some chocolates.
Ah,
uh,
okay.
so
So when you
so
go to
with that
exam,
at least,
like chocolates.
yeah.
Okay, that's a good point. Good. I got a hint of take break. That's important. Now,
Right.
questions wise, you cannot tell the question because as per the rule, you cannot tell the question in the interviews or anywhere. But the point
Right.
is, how does a question look like? Many think that the questions are so huge, a lot of lines. The English language will be so tougher. So, what kind of inputs you have for that exam questions?
So for me, I think predominantly, right, the exam questions were of 3 to 4 liners or above. Means at least I would say that it was moderately lengthy. I think
Ah,
yeah, I got to know, for from few of my friends that it was, for many of them it was very small or 2 to 3 liners. But for me, at least,
yeah.
it was not. Yeah, it was
They,
not
they, they know
that.
that Yagnil is coming. This guy scored 90-80% in ShriLearning. Let's make the paper tough. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but we have to be very careful, right? So I think the questions were 3 to 4 liners, but I think if you read carefully, I think the main, the keywords and everything, if you identify, right, it will, it would be very easy.
Got it.
I had done those, practice, because I had given 5 Sri learning mocks.
Hmm.
So I think the fourth mock, if I'm not wrong, which was at least, for me it was too lengthy. I think I had to utilize even break times also to complete 180 questions.
We
So
kept we kept some question paper to shake the basement to see how you people are answering. Okay.
yeah, yeah. But yeah,
Mm,
all those things, right, basically
mm,
helped me a lot
mm, mm.
um, because when we read the questions, right, I think there are many distractors also. In the first 2 lines, you will see many distractors. They are giving you the background information and all
Yeah,
those things. But
yeah,
in the so when you read it carefully, I think you will see that okay, no, they are asking only for this. So I think
exactly,
that
exactly.
that has helped. And
Attentive,
even
attentive reading,
even even
attentive reading. Mm,
yeah, yeah.
mm.
I think you have to be very careful. Basically, we that is why if the questions are more than 3 to 4 lines, I strongly recommend people to read twice, just to
Okay.
ensure that we do not miss the keyword and everything. And even the mathematical questions, right? It was, for me it was about 6 to 7 lines, if I'm not wrong.
Mm,
So that also was were quite lengthy, basically.
got you. So points is now I observed means exam time management is important. Breaks are important. Read the question carefully important. Okay. Maybe one more ask on the exam. Now, last few months, PMI started increasing the math questions. Um,
Right, right.
so, so this area I don't ask because 2 years they didn't ask any math questions. Slowly they introduced the PERT calculation. How is it for you? How many math or how was the paper for you?
I think for me it was 2 to 3 questions, and
Ah,
you will not believe. I think the first question I got was the mathematical question, and that too I think 7 to 8 lines. And
opening
I
question,
literally
math question.
yeah, first question. I was like, oh my God, means that 7 to 8. Then I think it took around and it was not straightforward question. By the way, Sridham, the way I think the CPI and SPI which we have, right, it was not that straightforward. So I think that took my time. So I think the another important tip is that I think when you start, right, because PMI might give some lengthy questions, or some some questions which will which you think that, oh my God, this is the question. So that will basically that might break your, or that might have a that might put your mind in a different direction, so that you might lose the
Shake
rhythm.
your
So we
shake your
just ensure,
confidence. Shake your
yeah, yeah,
confidence.
yeah, take your confidence. So we have to ensure that yeah, so what I did, I gave that answer, and then I marked it for review. And
Okay. First question review.
because I wanted to set, yeah, because I wanted, yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I wanted to set the rhythm for myself, right? Because once I'm in a rhythm, right, then I think our speed and everything will will get started. Because I was not able to move forward from first question. So then
Mm,
I think after 2 to 3 minutes, I think 3 to 4 minutes, if I'm not wrong, I gave that answer. I came back again, and then with peace of mind, when I read, I realized everything, and then I changed my mind.
slowly
Then I
you.
understood the question, and then I got it right. And
That's
basically,
nice. That's nice. Good to know. Good to know. That's a good point you mentioned. They will shake your confidence, but don't scared. Be scared.
yeah,
Slowly, rhythmically go for it. That's a key
right.
point. So exam, I understood about time management. Break. Read the question carefully. Don't lose the confidence because of one or two questions, but good questions are coming, or after some time your brain gets stabilized. Nice to know. Good to know. Fantastic, Yagnil. There are a lot of things happen, and you got above target in all, irrespective of a tough question, lengthy question. You played the game very well. I really appreciate it. Good job.
Yeah, thank you very much. And one more thing I would like to tell, at least it worked for me.
Hmm.
The day before exam, right, I did not do anything. Basically, in the sense that I spent, time with my family. uh, you know, I did the things which I like most, right? So
Uh,
basically, went on to do social, surveys and all those things. So basically,
wow.
that because your mind, right? Otherwise, it will be always thinking on the exam. How the exam will be. What I'll do. How the questions will be, right? So means your mind will not leave you
Okay.
basically. So,
Nice.
so
Good to know.
I purposefully ensured that I do the things which I like. I spend with my child, right? So I went on to ground floor, and I took him to various play area, and I played with him, so that basically our mind would be very relaxed, and it will not think about the exams and basically how
That's a
how it
good
will be,
point.
and all those things.
That's a good point, actually. People have to think of, because some people stress to the level last 1 week, they get sickness. Uh,
Right.
they get tired, exhausted, fever. They don't sleep the previous night. They get too much exhausted. But again, I like this point. Stay relaxed. That's very important. Now, how much credit goes to your family? Who supported you?
Yeah, I think I think the first and foremost credit to them, because every time on Saturday, my son asked me to take him to playgrounds and everything. So
Uh-huh.
he used to spend basically, right? So yeah, I think he has been spending both the weekends with me only, because he knows, right, Monday to Friday, uh, dad will be in the office work and everything, and will not be able to give enough time to them. So I think the credit goes to them, the entire family, right? My wife, my kid, my mother, and everyone, because they supported. We have arranged all those things in a such a way that basically it would not impact
Yeah.
my
Good.
preparation, as well as the household work. So
Good. Nice to
yeah,
know.
I
So
think
you
I'm
give
really grateful to them. Yeah.
nice. Did you give them some party? You took them out? Huh?
Yeah. We, I think the day, when I cleared the exam, right, the next day was, Independence Day, and, my wife's birthday was also there.
Wow.
So
Nice.
we went out. Yeah, we
Okay.
went.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Nice to know that all happened at the same time. Uh,
Yeah.
I'm sure you targeted her already. Exam should be cleared for her birthday. You have to go out.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
not,
that's the rule. Yeah.
oh,
That's why, I took the exam. I booked
I
the exam on
understand.
the 14th.
I
Yeah.
got the clear motivation now. Why you have to- Okay, now, so one last thing to ask to you. See, we have classes happens on the weekends, and then we have practice tests, all are happening. We have an ecosystem to make it happen. How
Right.
good somebody should materialize it? Why I'm asking this question is, watching this video, people, some of them materialize, some of them sometimes don't want to spend time there because they're very busy in office work. How do you see this ecosystem can be used, or how you used it?
So what I used it, right? How I used it basically. As I explained to you, right? Basically, I used to get up at 5:30. So once my book reading got over in June, sorry, in July, I think around 15th or 18th.
Hmm.
After that, 1 month, I used to give 40 questions and 60 questions mocks on the between Monday to Friday, and then full mocks on Saturday and Sunday. And how it will help you is that I think it will build your confidence, and
Hmm.
then uh, the more you analyze the questions, right? Because after giving the mocks, we have to analyze our questions, right? Saying that all the questions, not only the the wrong ones, but also the right ones, because we have to ensure that what is our logic, right? It matches with the the explanation which is given, in the answer also. So that would really help basically, in fine tuning our understanding, or if there are any gaps. So that would also help us. So that I did for a month or so. So I think, if I did not count it, but I have definitely given 40 questions mocks and 60 questions mocks,
regularly.
10 to 12 mocks I have given. And then I have also given the Agile ACP mocks, which I think you recommended. So
Mm.
that also I have given around 5 to 6.
Mm.
And though and by the way, at least for me, I think 50 to 55 questions were of Agile.
Okay.
Uh, only 10 to 15% were purely predictive, and rest of them were hard, hybrid basically.
Nice to know. Good to know. So
So,
good to know.
yeah,
So
so
point
those things
is
help
take
me.
questions,
Yeah,
analyze. That's very important. Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Perfect.
And we have to analyze all the questions, not only the wrong ones. Yeah,
Not only the right, not only the wrong, all the questions to be
yeah,
done. Fantastic.
yeah.
Good, Agnil. That's a good conversation with you. I understood something that you are working in agile environment, which also helps you to see more on adaptive nature. But again,
Right,
you want to see project management as a whole. That's the reason you came for PMP, right? That's important. And you had a habit of reading with a hard copy of the book. You purchased the book, you read it for a 1 month, you completed reading, then you practice question papers, and then you analyze all the questions. You have a habit of reading question at least twice to get the keywords perfectly. For the
right,
keywords, you also referred PMBOK or any book glossary. You get those keywords carefully. You did it. And again, time management, you practiced well, and you took a break in between your exams when you have this 3 slots of exam 60, 60, 60. Yep. All right, good. That was a good inputs. Any specific key points you want to share, success points? Any advice you want to give to the
right.
people?
No, no, I've already shared, but I think what what worked for me, right? And I think I would suggest, I think it might work for others also. But early morning reading really helped me, because I tried reading after coming to after coming back from office, but I think our mind was not, because our mind was already tired, so I was not able to get the concept very clearly. So early morning reading really helped. At least it fast track my preparation really well.
Mm,
So
mm.
that was first thing. Second thing is that read questions very carefully, right? Look out for the tense, look out for the roles and responsibility. Who the question is targeted for whom. So the third thing is that I would strongly recommend is that relax a day before the exam, at least a day before,
Mm.
right? You do your uh, your normal activities, spend time with your family, or the do something which basically uh, which you like basically, right? So basically that will give you the confidence, and will keep your mind little bit relaxed.
Perfect.
And fourth, yeah,
Mhm.
fourth point is that the analyze all the questions, give mocks, analyze all the questions, whether it is right or wrong, analyze them, and understand where are the gaps, and then again fine tune them.
Perfect. That's nice. Super good, Agnel. I think I got a complete information. Viewers watching this video, I'm sure it is useful for you. One thing, if you observe with the Agnel, is very clearly, particularly pointing at least 2 times, wake up early. So he keeps saying wake up early. I know some of us, our job nature is a little late in the night, so you may not able to wake up early. For you, early would be sometime. So point here is have a proper schedule of reading and follow that. That's what I'm observing from him. Fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah, so whenever we have a fresh mind, right? It could be early morning, or for others it could be any other time. But
Yeah.
the point is that, at least for me, when I wake up early, right, my mind was fresh. I'm a little bit calm, no other thoughts, right? So I was able to read it, very clearly, and I was able to grasp all the concept very well. So that
Perfect.
really helped. So
Perfect.
that's the intention.
Amazing. Thanks, Yagnil, once again. And thanks a lot for coming up here and giving your success points. I'm sure it's going to help few of them watching this video who can pick up some key from you and start applying. And viewers, thanks for watching this video. Feel free to ask questions or in your comment section. And you can tell how your preparation is going on so that we can also give you some inputs towards your goal. Yeah, that's what it is. And thanks once again, Yagnil, for being here. And thanks all the viewers watching this video good wishes for a great success in your life. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you, Sridham. Thank you for your, continuous motivation, guidance. I think, I'm really grateful to you and Rahul and team also, right, for your continuous, support, guidance, and, motivation, throughout the, PMP journey. Yeah, thank you
Great.
very much. I'm really
Great.
grateful
Great.
to, all of you.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thanks, Yagnil. Thanks for the trust with us. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Sridham. Thank you.
Yeah. Yep. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.